I say new, the car is 23 years old. So I don't know if you'll be able to figure out what it is from this angle, but all will be revealed shortly. The plan is just to head up into the Watagans, find a spot to camp, and I'll give you a look around the vehicle. Stay tuned. So this is going to be my first time airing down in the new car, and I'm going to try and not show you what the car is. Tyre gauge. So in the Triton, I would air down to probably 18 psi all round if I was going to the bush, because it was a very light car. But with this thing, I'm only airing down to about 25 psi all round. So I don't know, that might give you some indication as to how heavy this car is. I used to go camping every single year when I was a kid, like probably from when I was 4 or 5, and my auntie and uncle had this car. What are we talking, 15, 20 years ago, probably 25 years ago, and I've always wanted this model car, so it's very exciting that, yeah, I've finally got one all these years later. And yeah, it is such a pleasure to drive. It's so comfortable. I don't know if this is going to give it away, but all will be revealed shortly. Compared to the Triton that I did own, it's so smooth on a dirt road. There's the leaf suspension on the Triton would just shake around all over the place and bounce, and it'd just be so uncomfortable. You'd have to let your tyres down just to, you know, have any kind of comfort. But this, oh my god. So I've just pulled into the track that leads to camp. I've just made it to camp. Probably about 2.5 hours later than I planned on being at camp. So I decided to take a little shortcut that is a little bit of a full drive track, and it turned into a 2-hour shortcut. I got stuck. I had no recovery equipment. Well, I had recovery equipment, but I had no recovery vehicle. So I'll roll that footage a little bit later. The sun's just setting. Whoop, he's got the vehicle there. The sun's setting in the distance. Oh yeah, you can see how dirty. This is the campsite. This is where I'll be camping tonight. All right, I've decided to give you a quick look at the vehicle. It's a vehicle I've wanted for 25 years, I reckon. Yeah, I'm stoked. It is a 105 series Land Cruiser. It's a 1998 model. It's a 4.5 litre petrol. It's pretty standard. It's pretty much one owner. It's 2 owners, but the second owner has owned the vehicle for 95% of its life. It's pretty stock. It's got a 2-inch lift. It's got some all-terrain tires. It's got a bullbar and a UHF. That's it. I've had it for 2 weeks, and all I've put in is some Titan rear drawers, just so I can carry on my camping gear. All right, so unfortunately my GoPros are all dead pretty much. This one's got 8% battery, so I'm gonna whack them on charge. They're gonna take at least an hour to charge, so I'm gonna set up camp. I'm probably just gonna set up here, just behind the car. Go and collect some firewood because I need a fire tonight. And while we're waiting for the GoPro batteries to charge, I'll roll on some footage from earlier when I used this esky and this electrical cord to get myself out of a bog. So I'll roll that footage now. When you come back, it'll be dark, GoPro batteries will be charged. Hopefully I got a fire going, and I'll see you then. Holy moly. So under here, my spare tire is lodged on the mound. So I'm just trying to dig out as much as I can. This tire's just spinning because it's in water, mud, whatever. Tire up the front that you can't see is similar. I'm just gonna keep digging. In my mind, the only way out is to keep digging so that there's nothing blocking this rear tire, which will mean there's nothing stopping the car rolling back, and then I should be able to get out of it. Yeah, it's probably the most stuck I've been on my own before. No winch, no lockers. This is my shovel, little foldable Bunnings Trojan shovel. Gets me out, it'll be a winner. No, the GoPro turned off for when I got out. Oh, I can't believe I didn't get that footage. You are not gonna believe what I bloody used. And then, holy shit. I put my esky in the hole and it just kept spinning. You can see the spin marks. So, I put this electrical cord on top so they could get some traction. But holy shit, we got out! I'm gonna go look what's behind me, make sure I can reverse, get out of here, pack everything back into the car, head back the way I came, and then head to camp, and holy moly. Whew, I am covered in mud. I can't believe that. My rear tire, as in my spare tire that's underneath the vehicle, was just perched up against here. You can see the front of it. So I had to put the esky underneath the front tire and it was just spinning. So then I had to put, I didn't know what to do. So I thought, oh, I'll chuck this electrical cord on top of it just to get a little bit of traction. And thank God it worked, because I'd use rocks, sticks, just shrubs to try and get traction, but it was just slipping. So no winch, no lockers, no one around. I don't know, I'm lucky. That was definitely some thinking outside the box to use the esky. A little bit of dirt, a little bit of character. It's worn off the Wanderer sign, but hopefully the handles aren't broken. It's covered in mud, but I think she's good. Holy shit. I think the big takeaway from this is I'm never gonna go bush without the Max Trax again. Whilst there was a big gap between the wheel and the bottom of this pit, I would have been able to build the Max Trax up to get me out. So I'm never going bush without Max Trax again. Alright, welcome back. I've set up the swag set up on the stretcher, behind the vehicle, just started the fire, so hopefully that like cranks up a little bit. Show you the cooking setup I use for cooking on fire, and let's bloody go. It's been a relaxing arvo. Yeah, just kicking back, listening to the footy. Night one of the footy, Eels versus the Storm, so for the Eels to win over the Storm. Still reeling from that bloody recovery earlier with an esky and an electrical cord. When does that ever happen? So this is it. I'll open it up for you. So that's basically how it sits. And we'll wait for that to burn down before we start cooking. So I'm going to cook the mushies in butter, push them to the side, cook the steak, crack an egg in the mushies. Haven't done that before, so that's going to be a new one. And yeah, see how it goes. All right, dinner is done. Steak, mushy, eggs, it's a winner, 100% recommend. See you in the morning, pack up and get out of here, back to reality. But until then, I'm in the swag for a night. under the stars. Cheers. Good morning and welcome back. Had a good night's sleep. The sun's just popping up over there. I just wanted to show you the ozbraii that I cooked on last night. So it's a pretty good bit of kit. It's just got these 3 legs, and yeah, I just put the pan on top. You can cook on top of the grill, obviously, but yeah, no, it's a good little thing. I'm just leaving camp now. A couple just rocked up saying they've been to a bunch of different campsites and they're all gates are locked or there's people there, and I just told them give me 15 minutes and I'll pack up, it's yours. I'm only staying one night, so that's all good. Head back out, air down. Yeah, very happy with night 1 in the cruiser. Just looking for somewhere to air up, and then I'll go through what I like and don't like about the new car. There's not a lot I don't like. Here we go. All right, I'm just about to air up. Pretty successful camping overnighter in the end. Big call outs, obviously. Never go bush without max tracks. For me personally, it's very different going from an independent front suspension vehicle to a solid axle. Normally you're trying to pick your line and pick the high points, and I feel that's what got me into trouble when I did get stuck. But overall, very good bloody trip. I almost got stuck on that last track, covered the car in mud. Didn't catch it on film, of course, but thanks for coming along. If you liked it, give the video a like, consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one. Zero progress. Fuck.